What's up, everybody? And today we're checking out the world's most feared soldiers, the Royal Gurkha Rifles in training. This is by Air Source Military, which, in my opinion, it might be one of the best YouTube channels for just raw footage of military units doing what they're good at. It's absolutely fantastic. It has no, like, conversations or dialogue over the top of the footage. It's just pure footage of soldiers in training, doing exercises on operations, stuff like that. It's absolutely fantastic. As always, I will leave a link down below to the original video. Make sure you go over there, give it some love and all that good stuff. If you haven't subscribed to Air Source Military yet, I highly recommend that you do so. Before we get started, as always, the channel sponsor, Chug. Check it out if you haven't already, 10% off. This is a small business here in the UK, handmade, amazing drinking vessels. They genuinely are amazing and they're selling like crazy. So please get one while you can. They are absolutely fantastic. 10% off, link down below. What does this say? It says the Royal Gurkha Regiment conducts field training in the final phase of exercise Sabre Strike. The Royal Gurkha Rifles is a rifle regiment of the British Army, forming part of the Brigade of Gurkhas. We already know about stuff like that. If you don't know already, the Gurkhas are from Nepal, and the part is this weird kind of part of the the British Army that they're not part of the Commonwealth and stuff like that. There's this kind of grey area, but they're still part of the British Army, and they are fantastic soldiers. I personally have interacted with them many, many times, and they're genuinely really good lads. So let's watch this. Let's have some fun.
Hello, 3 to Delta. This is 2-1 Charlie. If you can't see anything from there, push your man forward. Over.
Let's see. They've got the best rifle in the world there, the SA-80. Let's see if we can get this footage the best it can possibly be. Yeah, I mean, they've got typical British Army gear, right? This is the type of stuff I would have had when I was in training. So nothing out of the ordinary for me in particular. SA-80A2 there. It's already been formed into the A3. You can tell by the front and stuff like that, but it's still the A2 at this point. There's the swords. I forgot what they're actually called then. There it is.
Ready? Let's go. Let's go. Figure to move.
Carrying that GPMG. It's not fun. It looks like they've got let me go back a tiny bit. See this weird block on the front of the GPMG here? My presumption is it's too blurry to tell, but it might have like these weird kind of like bumps on the helmet. It's basically like a laser tag. It's there to show if you've been hit or not. This was just starting to come in when I was in the Royal Marines. It's like a cool interactive way to show people getting shot and people not getting shot and stuff like that. There was a couple of different things they were trying. They were actually trying these paintball things you would have the regular brass of like a 5.56, but then it would be like a paintball at the end. Them things were brutal. But there was different things they were trying at the time. This seems to be the one that might have stuck since I was in training. Getting the rounds down.
Okay, fire. Dismounted to like this.
Yeah, you can see it on his helmet there. You see these like bumps. They should have like a chest piece on that as a view of the bumps as well, and it's just to show basically the enemy will be using the same thing, because what they want to do is they don't want to just practice the stuff that goes right. So like if the exercise is we've got to assault this certain area, clear out this place, secure this certain field or whatever, right? You don't want it to be as perfect as possible, right? Although ideally you kind of do. But the truth is the shit hits the fan all the time. And so the idea is if one of them goes off and they get shot, it's the way that the troop interacts with that scenario. So they could be like, all right, man down, let's get him out. And it's practicing the whole type of range of scenarios that happen. Chances are, if someone got hit, they would practice like to get the guy out, the evac. They would go through the drills. Then they'd probably reset and do the whole thing again and try and get through it without getting someone shot. It just gives that variable of, instead of having a training team stood there and being like, all right, you've been shot, lads, get him out. it stops that kind of unrealism. It'll just like buzz. I think it lights up or it buzzes or something, and then everyone there's like, all right, he's been shot. We need to get him out. So it's a cool way to practice, really. All the different scenarios.
Okay, going to.
They've got eyes on vehicles and a number of dismounts. My intent is to prosecute that with OS.
Okay.
Yeah, now go to fire. Okay.
Sid, when did the GPMGs that had blanks in it have this yellow handle? I don't remember that. I think ours was just regular. We just had the BFA on the front, and that was it. Boom. Good practice. Good practice. There was a rumor a long time ago, the whole like, if they take the sod out, they have to draw blood before they put it back in. That was just it's kind of like a myth in the thing. That's not really a thing. Guys just stood there taking pictures of him while they're trying to get the exercise done. Lads are trying to get the rounds down. I wonder where this is taking place. What did I say it was again? Exercise, Saber Strike. Let's see if I can find some information on this real quick. I'm wondering where it's taking place. Operation Saber Strike. Oh, it was with the US Army. Interesting. Multiple locations, Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, and involves approximately 2,000 troops from 14 countries. Wow. Okay. So this was more than just the Gurkhas doing an exercise. Incredible. And it's been taking place for years. When did it say this one was? It doesn't give a date, but it came out in 2015, so it's relatively old. But, I mean, this is going on 2022. It says it'll carry on going, but I don't see anything else on here past 2022. But, so 2015 was when the video was uploaded, so you can probably say it was either 2014 or 2015 when that video took place. It doesn't say in the description when it actually took place. But you're looking at US, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia. Where else could it have been? And if it was 2015, Canada, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, Germany, Latvia, Lithuania, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Slovenia, UK, and US. So it's going to be any of them ones, really. It doesn't specifically say the Gurkhas, but it would just say UK forces, wouldn't it? So we don't know where this was, really, do we? It could be anywhere in Europe or even in America. Although it looks more like a European field than anything, doesn't it? Although there is... was that guy US then? This guy in the background above me, I don't know if you can see my cursor. I wonder if he's US right there.
Okay, go for him.
It's hard to kind of identify certain camouflage on individuals when it's a bit blurry and it's a bit fast. Boom. Crack on, lads. Oh, imagine running with that GPMG. Not a vibe. Oh, there's a lot of running going on here. These are the type of exercises I used to hate in the Royal Marines. Lots and lots of running, not getting as much rounds down. Like, they're just running from cover to cover. I get it, like, there's a reason why they're doing it. But these are the type of exercises that I couldn't stand. We got the mini-me's. Used to love that weapon. GPMG. He's having issues. Yeah, we've got a US military lad behind this guy screaming. So it could very well be in the US, this, to be fair. Love the mini-me. It's such a good weapon. It looks like... So he's on his comms behind him there, this US lad. I'm wondering if it's the US that's conducting this exercise in particular. Yeah, that voice there was American, so this might be... I mean, at the end of the day, who knows, right? The US troops could just be over in Eastern Europe or something, practicing this with them in, like, Poland or something. You just don't know, do you? It's a prime example there of muzzle flash. Obviously, we're seeing new rifles now in the military coming standard with suppressors. And although, you know, people are like, suppressors, it's for sound. Another big thing is obviously muzzle flash. You can see that muzzle flash going off there in the middle quite prominently. And that is a massive target indication when you're fighting against an enemy. I mean, watch it. Look how bright that is when it shoots. Like, you're basically throwing up a flag exactly where you are, aren't you? So you got to be very careful with your muzzle flash. You've also got to conduct the whole, get a couple bursts off, shift your body position 2 or 3 feet, couple bursts off, shift your body position 2 or 3 feet. These are things you've constantly got to be thinking. Now, I get if you've got a bigger weapon like a GPMG, it's harder to do it, but you should still be practicing them SOPs either way. It's good standard practice. Just get a couple rounds off, shift your position, because if the enemy does see your muzzle flashes, you're not going to be in that space anymore. You're going to have moved a couple feet, which can be the difference between life or death. Keep running, lads. Keep running. Keep running. Lads are struggling here, aren't they?
Let's go. Hey, we have this covered.
Here's the Americans. So it looked like, from what I can see, and we don't know how this footage is chopped together, do we? It looked like the Gurkhas were pushing up front while these guys are trying to just clear out certain areas from behind. But at the same time, you just can't tell, can you? You can't tell when a video's filmed like this and when it's chopped up. Like, these could have been first before the Gurkhas went in. But the field that the Gurkhas were in was quite an open field, so it might have been a different area completely. There might be like one big line formation trying to push up. You don't know, do you? Back to the Brits with the SA-80. Although you see this here, this big, what looks like a hill. There was what looked like garages. That could have been around the area where the US lads were. So it could be some sort of big line push.
Peel to the right, peel to the right. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Trying to hold that mini-me up. That's a cool shot. Oh, we got snipers in there as well. Nice. We got snipers in there practicing as well, which is really cool. This guy that's running from the distance, I'm wondering if this is someone playing enemy. Because the footage of him is from quite far away, so it could be someone just trying to play enemy. Or it might not be. I love watching footage like this. All right, we've got some... I was going to say, we've got some Eastern European fighters here. Obviously, they're using some sort of Kalashnikov-style weapon. It might not be a Kalashnikov, but it's that type of style. They've also zip-tied the laser thing on here, so it looks like everyone's using this laser system, which is great. Now, these are coming in from the left-hand side of this hill here. So it makes me wonder how this is being conducted and whether it's been chopped together different versions. Because they'll reset and they'll go again, right? And they'll do it multiple times. So the way that this is cut could be just different lads doing different variants of it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's someone pretending to be enemy. This guy just ran right in front of this other guy's muzzle, which is not good.
We will be surrounded from northern side. Okay.
There's a big push with lots of different nations involved here, isn't there? It's quite impressive. I do love to see it. I love to see multiple different nations working together. It is very satisfying. I worked with the Polish quite a bit. I've worked with a few different countries, and it was really fun. Really fun.
Fun.
Guy's like, yeah, you got that, yeah. Also, I don't know if it's across the board in most European countries, but in the UK, when you do an exercise like this, at the end, when it's all done, you've got to collect brass because we're not allowed to leave brass around. Obviously, you can't get everything. So you form a big line and you walk through the field and just collect as much brass as you possibly can. It gets recycled and reused and stuff like that. And I could just imagine the amount of brass in this field right now is crazy. Great bit of footage by Air Source, as usual. Air Source Military, link down below. Really good bit of footage. I love watching that because it kind of brings me back to the time I was in the military, whilst also giving some perspective on what lads are doing out there. This was filmed in 2015, so it's not long after I left. I left in 2012, so there won't be too much differences, but I would have loved to have seen this exercise with these individuals in 2024, 2025. That would be really, really cool to see. I love seeing the differences between what it was like then and what it's like now, what equipment's changed, what tactics have changed. Really good bit of footage there by Air Source Military. I will leave a link down below. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Did you enjoy it? Do you like watching this type of footage? Because I certainly do. Also, check out Chug, 10% off. Link down below for the best drinking vessel in the world. Other than that, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.